Welcome to Unbox'd 5. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the greatest space station design in all of science fiction. Well, Unbox'd 5 is underway. As you can see, I'm decked out in my Starfleet uniform, my late 23rd century Starfleet uniform, my favorite from the Star Trek 2, Star Trek 3 and 4 and 5 as well, I think, and 6. The later half movies had this or a variant of this uniform. I love it. It's got a flap on here that you would pull down for a proper one. This is like just a print, basically. But yes, this gives an indication where we're headed for this episode. People clued in. Great space station. I think I know what he's talking about. Without further ado, this is it. This is Space Dock, Earth Space Dock Special Edition. This is perhaps the greatest of their special editions that they've had. And this is brand new. I've had this a while ago and I've just kept it precisely like this, just for you guys. So not even I have seen this fully. This is going to be a big surprise for all of us. So without further ado, let's get this baby open because I've been dying to see what's in here. So we've got a very easy opening of the plastic. The plastic itself has a bit of design on it. Right at the top, special issue Star Trek Starships Collection, Earth Space Dock. A little picture there. Even on the plastic, there's thought into the design. How cool is that? So we're looking at the magazine first. We'll just pop that down there for a sec. Bit of cardboard, which is very nice on a hot day. Put that down there. Earth Space Dock. Again, the magazine's beautiful quality image. Beautiful hardcover here. Built in the 2250s. It's a space station. Location Earth orbit. Height over 3 miles. How many in kilometers? I think 1 mile is equal to 3 point something kilometers. So 36 or 9, maybe 10 kilometers in height. Roughly, very roughly. I'm not a maths person. So opening it up, moving to here, we've got, so we can see the how the stand is going to situate, how it's going to be fully supported from here down is going to be the support, which is very nice. It's here we are. Another nice view of the this is a computer rendition. High above Earth, the site of Space Dock's opening doors mark the start and end of many a Starfleet mission. We've got the beginning of the fictional non-fiction here. We've got artist's rendition of its early design. How to make a vintage port. So we've got jumps right into the makings of with this one. There's obviously quite a bit of behind the scenes stuff to discuss about the design, construction and filming of this model. This is before CGI, so these models were built physically and they were shot against blue screen. That's how they would have done it. And we see these early design works. These are all storyboards here. These are really cool stuff. I think these are early designs, early model work. We've got here behind the scenes crew here as they've got the model is lit. We've got the guys working to make the final touches. The interior of the Earth Space Dock. You can see just how large the model is. That's the scale. That's all this space in here. And that's these guys. Look how big that is. Really creates the depth. If you're going to shoot models, they have to be big in order to properly present the scale of it. And they do that quite well. You could see also, you know, quite a big difference between Star Trek's design and Star Wars. Very smooth design. Starships are smooth, the space stations are smooth, as opposed to the very jutty, jagged Star Wars design. That was something that stemmed from the original series. He wanted it clean, he wanted it nice. And when Star Wars came out, instead of just trying to copy that, they're like, no, Star Trek's already got a fairly strong design style, so we'll stick with that. We've got more storyboards. This is from Star Trek 3, which was where the space station was first introduced. And these are storyboards that show Captain Kirk stealing the Enterprise. And here's a screenshot from that sequence. We've got Grace Lee Whitney here. She's an actress from the original series. So it's good to see her, that her Starfleet career has continued, working in Starfleet space dock, at the very heart of operations, really. We've got more. The space dock is featured again in Star Trek 6, so that's where these are from. The model is reused in the Next Generation, set decades later, but it's not Earth space dock. It's a different space station. So this is a design that is built across the Federation. And so the articles continue talking about, no doubt, the various films that the space dock is featured in. Goes into detail about the design work. You know, just once again, a great magazine, a great high quality magazine. Got a top down view of it as well. Excellent magazine, excellent work there. Very good. That's the magazine. So let's go to the model itself. Let's pull this box out and see what we have here. So here it is. We've got Star Trek emblazoned on the bottom here. We've got full view of space dock here. And what else have we got around? That's it, really. That's and of course the great Star Trek series along here. So we'll open her up. We'll get this tab up, and it opens like this. Interesting. So that opens there like that. Open that up. We've got our styrofoam top. Take that off. And look at that. Look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. So we will take it out. We'll actually look at first the base. Let's look at the base first. So once again, space dock. We'll take it out of the plastic. Okay, so we've got the base sitting in there. So that's the way it'll sit. So we'll pop that there for a sec. Here is, okay, nice. Nice. Yep. So there's the base. So we put our basketball style base in. It's very nice in there. That sits like that. It sits nice and firmly, which is good. We don't want that loose for obvious reasons, because this, here it is. That's it. We've got nothing else in the box. Box aside, and we'll look at the model itself. The model itself is very finely detailed. Now you notice we've got a lot more detail in this space station than if you remember from the last episode, K7. Now the reason for that, obviously this is made for Star Trek 3, The Wrath of Khan. Much more money. By now Star Trek's a phenomenon, and we've got big money behind Star Trek now. So when they create their models, they can create much more detailed models. So when we make these model replicas, we've got a lot more detail to enjoy. We've got the gates here, gate 7, gate 28, 21, 15, and I reckon if we look around here, will we find other gates? Okay. So that interior shot of the space station, the behind the scenes shots, the guys working, and you see how big the model is, that would be in here. This section in here is where the starships dock. So you've got that massive 3-point system where the ships are docking. They go in here into these gates, into the gate here, and they would dock. And you would just have ships all around there docked. And you've got that much space all around. Massive amount of room. We've got antennae up top here and command level decks. Federation starships, the command deck is always at the top. So that's where the command center would be for this space station. Going down here, we've got all these would be offices and living quarters for the crew. We've got more transmission antennae underneath the station here. Most likely in this section as well, I can see this as being an engineering deck, or that could be down here. They don't go into a lot of detail as to what we find in here, but living quarters, offices, and the engineering section is what would be housed here. If we go underneath, we've got this beautiful blue grill under here, which would be would serve as part of the power system, I suspect, as well as these. These would be I would imagine these would be thrusters. These would be what would keep the station in orbit and keep it rotating. Now, they don't need to rotate for artificial gravity, because artificial gravity in Star Trek is created by alternate means, by devices that are fixed into each deck that artificially creates gravity. They don't use spinning sections to create gravity. So this model sits in here. We'll slide them in, sitting like that, and it sits quite nicely. And obviously you would want to have it on a desk. I'm going to be very careful with it. And look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Sitting on the desk like that would be fantastic. And in a diorama setting, you would have this at the center perhaps, and you'd have a number of Federation starships surrounding it. This is truly a beautiful piece of modeling here. Absolute treasure this is. This is so good. The detail, the color. You got the windows here, or these could be docking stations. These are almost certainly windows along here. You know, you don't get any better than this. This is absolutely perfect. I love the fact that I've got this on my collection. So that's it. That's the space station in all its glory. I'm going to pop that back in the case there, because to be perfectly honest, I don't have the room to house these properly. I am going to be getting myself a display case. So when I do that, I will be creating a video for that. So there we are, sitting Earth Space Dock, sitting back in its place. I'm going to take the styrofoam top. We're going to make sure we've got it sitting the right way, since it's obviously got a particular way it has to go in. That slides right in. Put the flaps aside, lid back in, and there we have it. For me, that design is perfect. That is a beautiful design of space station. I love it. I think it's fantastic. For me, that's the best design space station. It's iconic. It's powerful. It says so much. You know, the civilization that can build this in space. That's a level of accomplishment right there. Well, there we have it. We unboxed the Earth Space Dock. In my view, one of the greatest space stations that has ever been designed in science fiction. It's a beautiful space station. It's epic. It's just, when presented on screen, it's just fantastic. I just love it. Beautiful design, beautiful model. It is an absolute treat to have this as part of my collection. Absolutely is a centerpiece, definite centerpiece. So so good to have that to unbox. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Keep an eye out for the next one coming out very soon. If you like my work, if you like what I'm doing, please feel free to jump on my Patreon page, throw some support my way there. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps me produce more videos, keep creating content for you guys to enjoy. Thank you to everyone who's supporting me at the moment. You're all fantastic. And for anyone who's considering, anyone who'd like to join, thank you for considering. I'd love to see you there. You're more than welcome. Thank you to everyone. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time, either Unbox'd 6 or on the Video Request Monthly. You know, whichever videos you guys choose to watch next. Ciao.